Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Pitch Us. Super excited to have Joe Sanchez with us today. And as always, Jeff Erickson as my co-host. I'm Tim Cooley. I'm the author of the Pitch Deck book. Jeff, please introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, good to be back on here for another episode. My name's Jeff Erickson. I am the head of partnerships at a company called Forecaster that makes financial modeling easy for founders. So if you need help with your financial projections or your financial slide deck, the slide in your deck, reach out to us. We can help you with that. So I'm excited to have Joe on here as well. Joe, we'll kind of hand things over to you at this point and you can pitch us.
All righty. Okay. Put this open. There we go. Pitch. Sorry about that.
Here again, you're good. It happens.
No worries.
There it is.
Okay.
You're good.
All righty then. That's what was throwing me off. All right. My name is Joe Sanchez. I'm the founder and principal at Lollyloo. Lollyloo is a social commerce platform for the fashion industry. At Lollyloo, we first is discover the power of social shopping. At Lollyloo, we believe that fashion and beauty are about more than just looking good. They're about self-expression, creativity, and community. That is why we're building a social commerce marketplace that connects fashion and beauty enthusiasts with the brands, designers, and influences they love. Challenges of the e-commerce marketplace are a problem. The fashion and beauty industry presents a formidable challenges for emerging brands, limited budgets, fierce competition, and the constant battle for brand recognition.
Joe, are you changing your slides?
Do what?
Are you changing your slides? I just want to make sure.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not changing on the screen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good.
No problem. Oh, there we go. Now I'm seeing the problem slide.
Perfect.
Start there?
Yep.
Or just start over?
You can start over.
Fine, let me start over because that way you cut it right.
Oh, there you go. Yep, that will work out better.
Okay, there we go. All right. My name is Joe Sanchez. I'm the founder and CEO of Lollyloo, a social commerce platform for the fashion and beauty industry. Our introduction: discover the social power of social shopping. Discover the power of social shopping. At Lollyloo, we believe that fashion and beauty are about more than just looking good. They're about self-expression, creativity, and community. That's why we're building a social commerce marketplace that connects fashion and beauty enthusiasts with the brands and designers and influencers they love. Challenges of the e-commerce marketplace. The fashion and beauty industry presents formidable challenges for the emerging brands. Limited budgets, fierce competition, and the constant battle for brand recognition poses significant obstacles to their growth. Additionally, navigating the complex landscape and e-commerce platforms, securing reliable distribution channels, and establishing consumers' trust further complicates their journey towards success. Unleashing the full potential of social commerce. Lollyloo offers a unique social commerce experience that enables fashion and beauty brands to connect with their customers on a deeper level. Our platform provides a suite of powerful tools and features that help brands manage their online presence, engage with customers, and build strong relationships. By creating a more personalized and engaging shopping experience, Lollyloo helps brands increase customer loyalty, drive more sales, and build their brands. Why now? Redefining fashion and beauty online. Now is the perfect time for Lollyloo's market breakthrough. The fashion and beauty industry has seen a surge in e-commerce sales driven by rapid shift to online shopping. Consumers crave unique and personalized shopping experiences, creating extraordinary opportunities for disruptive platforms like Lollyloo. Join us as we reshape the industry and pioneer the future of social commerce. Our market size. The global market size for the TAM for the global is, you can see, 526.8 billion. And then the US social commerce market is 10.36 billion. Video commerce is 6.99 billion. And then, of course, our TAM, we believe that we can acquire is 670 million.
Excuse me.
Our go-to-market strategy, launch and growth strategy. At Lollyloo, our go-to-market strategy involves leveraging social media, influencers, and strategic partnerships to drive awareness and adoption. By collaborating with fashion and beauty influencers, hosting exclusive events, and delivering seamless user experience, we aim to establish Lollyloo as the preferred destination for fashion and beauty enthusiasts in the global social commerce space. The future of social commerce. As a new player in the fashion and beauty industry, Lollyloo is ready to shake things up. Our innovation social commerce platform, paired with powerful brand management tools, is set to revolutionize the shopping experience with a fresh approach of unique features. Lollyloo is poised to make a name for itself and disrupt the social commerce marketplace. You can see these are a few top of our there's maybe a couple more, but these are our top competitors that we face today. Shop and sell in a new way with Lollyloo. Lollyloo's business model is revolutionizing the fashion and beauty marketplace, connecting customers and products by empowering sellers for success. Our platform drives customer engagement, brand loyalty through personalized experiences, and innovative features. With multiple revenue streams like transaction fees and strategic partnerships, Lollyloo offers lucrative opportunities, capitalizing on our powerful model to thrive in a dynamic fashion and beauty industry. Must have read this 1,000 times, guys. Reach, engage, and measure and repeat. So we make fees off of transactions. We get a percentage of every sale, plus the transaction fee. We got 3 memberships for sellers. We got 4 memberships for users. We have the OTT TV network, which is over-the-top television, video player sponsorships. We have a Digi magazine, advertising, web, and app. Of course, our whole platform is gamification, and it's all driven by Web3. The future of social commerce is here. So, future commerce. The fashion and beauty industry is ripe for disruption, and Lollyloo is poised to be a catalyst. Our innovative social commerce platform, combined with powerful brand management tools, creates a seamless shopping experience for users while providing unparalleled reach and visibility for our brands, with a unique combination of features not found on any other platform. Fashion and beauty, Lollyloo TV, Lollyloo TV, Loo TV. Loo TV is the ultimate destination to showcase global fashion and beauty content, as well as content, connect with fashion-forward brands, and indulge in live shopping experiences. Immerse yourself in a world of fashion shows, beauty tutorials, and exclusive behind-the-scene access to top industry events. Discover new trends, explore unique styles, and shop directly from your favorite brand, all in real time with Loo TV. You'll experience the excitement of fashion and beauty in a whole new way, right at your fingertips. Unleash the power of decentralization finance. Lollyloo's SocialFi DeFi protocol. Now, Lollyloo's SocialFi DeFi protocol is the ultimate destination for decentralized finance enthusiasts. It combines the power of DeFi and the ease of use of social network. With features like trade, liquidity pools, and farming, users can access a wide range of opportunities all in one place. The ultimate NFT buy and sell destination for fashion lovers. Lollyloo is the premier Web3 marketplace for unique fashion NFTs. Our platform connects fashion enthusiasts, collectors, offering a wide range of digital assets from virtual clothing to fashion-themed digital art, while user tools and secure payments. Lollyloo simplifies the buying and selling of NFTs. Our traction. Lollyloo is on a mission to transform the fashion and beauty industry. And despite being pre-launch stage, we have already made significant strides towards our goals. The founders, I bootstrapped this myself. We've acquired at least 500,000 plus on our wait list. Platform development is about 80% done. Our MVP will launch on the third quarter of 2023. Platform progress, e-commerce is 70% done, community 75, gamification 70, advertising 60, Web3 45, and Lucash token 100%. Here's my team. Of course, you know me. Lisa Campbell, she's a founder and chief fashionista, I call her. She's been in the fashion world for a while. She has a lot of good experience, knows, is very knowledgeable. She's built her own tech software called GoFash. Her work has been showcased in the New York Fashion Week. And of course, she's been featured in international fashion publications. Adele, full stack developer, experience in front end and back end. And I've been working with him for about 8 years. Our ask, invest, we're raising $1 million. Lollyloo is actively seeking investment to fuel our growth and achieve a significant milestone by quarter 4, 2024, generating a monthly recurring revenue of $150K and securing our seed round. With these funds, we will accelerate our market expansion effort, invest in customer acquisition and retention strategies, and further enhance our platform's feature and functionality. By scaling our MRR, we will solidify our position and disruptive force in the fashion and beauty industry, providing value to both customers and sellers. Thank you for your time. That's it.
All right. Thanks, Joe.
I know it went fast,
Awesome.
man.
Thank you so much.
Sorry about that.
Wow. That's about right.
Pitching live ain't easy.
I know. Exactly. That's why you practice lots, huh?
Right. Awesome. Well, let's start with the things that we liked about the pitch. Jeff, please start us off.
Okay. First off, I thought, a lot of your slides were really nice looking. So you had some great, photography or whatever, or they looked nice. So some of that and the branding was solid. I won't say that about all of the slides, but some of them were they had a nice look and feel to it and really good that way. At the beginning, I thought your content was right on as well. I mean, you had, some of the things like, why now? Why isn't the right time? You had a lot of the pieces that were all put together. You had the market slide, what the problem and solution, you had the product stuff, but kind of at the end. So we'll talk about that. The market slide, the market size slide, I thought that was also, good. That was the one slide where you didn't have a lot of text on it. So that was one where, and honestly, your presentation improved during that slide because you were talking. You were telling me a story about the slide. And so we'll get into more of that, but I think that one of the hindrances was you reading on every slide. And so we'll get into that here on some of the improvements, but that one slide where you didn't do that, there was a noticeable difference in terms of you just casually talking about it.
Well, I have a lot of passion for it. So if you just talk to me,
I
tell it to you all day long.
I think if we turned this more into a conversation, that's the feeling I got on that one slide, was that it switched into a conversation as opposed to somebody just reading me a book.
Yes, I felt it. Thank you.
Can you guys see me?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I agree with what Jeff said. A couple of things that I did like: your traction comments about what you've done so far, pretty awesome. And then, my personal favorite, ending with an ask slide. I can't ask for much more than that sometimes, so I appreciate that. But I would love to address Jeff's points and get into some of this feedback. I think you already know some of the things that you could do better, but let's talk them through.
No, definitely.
So Jeff, kick us off.
Okay. So I will say when we didn't switch to your slides and we couldn't see you switching, I didn't know where it was going, right? Yeah. But I knew it was scripted. Mm-hmm. So I could tell, okay, it's being read here. And so it came across a little weird. And then when you went back and now we got your slides in front of us, now I saw that the text that you were reading was actually on the slide. So I know that the benefit there is that you've got all of the information there and you can, make sure you cover everything. And it could work as a deck that you send to somebody to read. But I will tell you in this case, it was really distracting.
What part? Reading it?
I think you reading it and then me kind of going, okay, do I want to follow along with what he's reading or figure out what's going on?
Jeff, can I take a second with this?
Oh, go ahead, Tim.
Yeah, so this is really common, not only in the way that you did it, but when people put comments at the bottom. You know how sometimes you can like share a second screen and people will write out what they're trying to say. It just has this feel of just reading. We can tell, like, for example, you pronounced a word wrong because you read it versus just saying live or live, right? And so I would say, like, if you're out there, putting together your deck, avoid that as well. Just reading your comment section. It comes off the same way. So go ahead, Jeff. Sorry.
Yeah, no, Tim, I think you're spot on. I'll also say that when you're reading, it doesn't come across. I mean, that passion that you have gets lost.
No, I feel it. I felt as soon as I was done. It was like, I try to remember it all. I work better in a format where somebody asks me, I could go off on it. I could tell you every aspect. I could tell you where I'm at in the development stage. I could tell you all that stuff. I just, in my mind, I couldn't take the pitch deck and put it in my head and then repeat it to you. It's like I have the pitch deck in me because I wrote it to come out, but not in the format that you guys are looking for as far as the slides, right? So that means I have to practice more on that,
Yeah.
And this is my first time I ever pitched. Usually when I pitch, some investors are in my office. I'm at their office. They feel my passion. I tell them, hey, this is what we're doing, because I've done this a couple other times with different startups, but this is the first time that I've done pretty much everything by myself. So
no,
that's awesome. And I appreciate the feedback because I am not that person. I'm trying.
Here's the way I think you can take that to your advantage, because where your passion will come out is if you feel like you're answering somebody's question, right? And so turn these slides into a question, like, so what's the problem? And now just talk to it. Talk to it, to me as a person, and just say, Jeff, this is what the problem is. Let me tell you about it. And then do you want to know what the solution is? So now just tell me about the solution, and then tell me about, why you're in, why this is the right time of all of this coming together. But get rid of all of the text on these slides. Like you could probably do better if you just had pictures of every slide. Just have a single picture and then just talk to it, tell the story. And I think if you practice that format is going to be one where your passion comes out, but it's what's going to resonate with, potential investors or customers or anyone. And so I think that's the biggest thing that you could take away from the, feedback session is get away from reading your deck and go into storytelling mode, answering questions, and make this a conversation between, you and us.
100%. That was the best advice I could have ever gotten.
Well, I hope it's helpful. I think that it will.
No, in my mind, it lit up. It lit up. Ask every slide is a question, and I'm going to tell you the story of the slide.
Perfect.
And you would feel my passion. You would feel how much knowledge, how knowledgeable I am, how much I've researched the industry, how much, my roadmap is real. Everything that you see is really and being done, not something that I'm like a lot. There was last video I watched where somebody was trying to sell something that like is out there, but it's not there. And people will get to know that, hey, that's not out there. That's not, you're selling something that's not even built or created yet, and you're talking about it as if it is, right? So I get that. That's the greatest one.
Awesome. So, let's see. I'll just have a couple more. The other thing that I wanted to just mention, then I'll let Tim chime in here. But one, I did get kind of lost just kind of in the reading and trying to figure out, okay, what is the real problem? What are the real solution? And I was trying to grasp that. And then I was kind of getting into it. And then all of a sudden it went to a product slide. And I was like, okay, were we not talking about product before? And I was like, okay, I'm totally confused here. And then not only did it go into the product, but then it was product continued, and we started to talk about Loo TV. That really threw me for a loop. I was like, okay, whoa, okay, that's like a little bit. I didn't see this coming, right? And then after that, there was one more, and it's like NFTs. Now we're gonna go into the Web3 portion of all this. I was honestly not prepared for all of this, and it just felt like okay, I am now completely lost. I'm not sure what we're talking about anymore. So,
and I thought I cut it back more because sometimes I throw a lot, and I'm trying to like chop it down and bring it all the way to a clear thing that's in there saying, hey, this pot of gumbo I'm making is why Lollyloo is going to be super successful. This pot of all the seasonings and thing I'm putting in it is what's going to make it possible. Because if you go and try to open up a store, right, as a seller who's launching a brand, there's a lot of obstacles they have to go through just to get their store done, just to get their products made, you know, all those things. And Lollyloo answers all them questions.
Yep. And so I think that the task for you that's going to be hard,
100%.
right, is to dial that down and get concise. Let's take the product piece. That's got to be part of your solution. Okay. We're going to talk about the problem. If you can define that problem really well, and then hit that product piece with the solution, and kind of give us a high level roadmap of where, you know, what you're going to do to address that problem. That's going to prepare the listener a lot better than hitting them with all this stuff at the end. So that was one thing. I'll just give you that. I mean, as we started to jump into DeFi and then NFTs, I was like not prepared for all of that. And it helped, it created confusion, I guess.
I got
for
you.
me. So hopefully that's helpful in terms of.
It is.
It
is definitely. Thank you. I'm grateful.
Yeah. So let me kick off where Jeff was at. So starting off, we're very familiar with Shopify. Jeff and I are, right? Most investors are. So if you can start from the point of view of the problem with a Shopify and a TikTok is blah, 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 right? As it comes to building a brand, boil it down to these three major problems that your platform is going to solve, right? That will set us up for the solution, right? Then we can just show us those solutions in your thing. So you did a bunch of text. We're going to leave that. We've beat that horse. But like when you show us visually, like, look, this is how we're solving this portion. Here's how we're solving this portion. And here's how we're solving this portion. And if you're using NFTs and some other stuff to do those things, sweet. That's perfect, right? But it really builds that story. It also helps not read, right? It's so easy to talk to, like, look, you can log in and, you know, pick an apple. Like that's really clean and easy to see, you know? And then you go into the next part, which is the financials. And I'm surprised Jeff didn't bring this up, but, you know, making sure that we understand like how you're making money. You did a really good job on that slide. You could have cut out all the text and just shown like, we take 6%, blah, 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 blah. And our average, and this is what we were missing, our average vendor looks like $25 a month. Let's just say that's true. And then you can show that beautiful graph that everyone knows is wrong, but we need it anyway. And then when you show that graph growing over time, we understand where your revenue is coming from. And then using those KPIs that you decide, like number of stores opened or, you know, TV views, whatever the thing's going to be that makes sense to the story, then we're like, I get it. I understand how this is going to grow over time, which, yeah, it just wasn't missing. It was missing. The next thing that was really missing in this was the milestones. Like, what are you actually trying to accomplish with the funding? outside of maybe it is launch version 1, you know, what's the next step? What's the next step? What's the next one? Those were just those. I would say those two are the two elements that were missing from a presentation point of view. But yeah, I think that this is one of those decks where like, yeah, cut back a little bit more, clear problem, clear solution, and the rest of it will start taking care of itself. And going back to Jeff's point about question answer, if you read the pitch deck book, for those who are out there, that's actually how the book is set up. So each chapter starts with the question and then how the slide answers that question. So if you pretend that the investor said, well, how do you get paid? And you're like, we charge $25 a month. Cool. What does that look like over time? Financial slide, right? What's the market look like? Those are all those just like, and then you can respond. So I used to tell you this thing when I would give this talk. It's like, well, let me tell you, you know, like, let me show you. Yeah. So, right. I'm so glad you asked. Let me show you. Yeah, I think those are the big things that I think from this deck, from a deck point of view, would be good to address. And then, like Jeff said, I really didn't know what you were doing, actually. Like, I don't know what the product is. I don't know what it looks like. And so some of those things were...
In my mind, saying social e-commerce marketplace. But what is a marketplace today? You got a bunch of people selling on the same thing. The social side is because it's not big here. It's starting to bubble. Like, you know, Instagram's opening up their stores, allowing you to make a store. Facebook's allowing you to make a store. TikTok just added it just a couple months ago about, you know, adding the store. It's social commerce because it's from Asia. It's really big in Asia and it's big in Europe and it's just starting to come over here. But taking social networking and putting it together with e-commerce is what it is. And then having all those things that make, because right now the biggest disconnect for social media is there's no real connection, right? So for us being on Instagram or Facebook or something, there's not real connection. Well, Lollyloo is going to help you build that connection by helping each other promote their products and get it out there. So there's a lot of ecosystem stuff in there that I'm building that makes that relationship more attainable.
Totally. You just show it. Show it how it's doing that.
I got
right?
you. I definitely I feel that now. Yeah. Because you guys just gave me a whole nother perspective that my brain wasn't seeing. My brain wasn't going that way. My brain was going this way. So now I'm on point.
That's why you pitch, you know, hundreds of times so you can get feedback and then, you know, you go back. It's that whole build, measure, learn, and cycle.
Works on pitch decks too.
Yes.
Like I know it in real life, but not on my pitch deck.
Right. All right. So Jeff, come down to that final question. Based off the deck that we saw today, not what we've learned, not about our history with you, Joe, just off the deck today, would you move this company to due diligence?
Yeah, not ready for due diligence at this point. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of work to get done, but I think that again, going into the telling the story, figuring out how to present this in a concise way, you know, will hopefully help in that regard.
Yeah. And the reason we asked this question and is because this is how most pitching goes. You show up to a room of angel investors, maybe 20 to 40, and not one of them knows who you are. And so they only have the deck to go off of in that 15-minute moment. And so, like Jeff said, to me, based off of what we heard, I would not be moving this forward either. But it's interesting. And with your traction, I'd like to follow up with you. So please reach out to us. But I just think those things were missing today. And so with that, Joe, thank you so much for sharing Lollyloo with us. I hope you learned something. I hope the viewers out there did as well. Check out the book. It does this question answer thing. It's beautiful. It shows you a really good format to use so that you don't miss anything. And if you're needing help with your financials, check out Forecaster. Crazy growing fast. #1 product on Product Hunt recently, I think it was, Jeff, right? So they're doing some good things out there. So check them out as well. And we'll see you all next time.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.